Welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to give us a thumbs up. Like our page. Also on Twitter, twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. Find me on my website at macjacksonjr.com. In this segment, we call it the New Tech Gadgets. New Tech Gadgets. New Tech Gadgets are gadgets that you should have on your smartphone. These are apps that you have on your smartphone to give you extra layer of protection. And also we talk about cybersecurity news. Also, important news thing I want to talk about too in this segment is net neutrality. Over the last few years here on the show, I've been talking about what net neutrality is. And as a professor at DeVry University, I talk to my students about net neutrality because I teach a course there called Telecommunications Law. Net neutrality is how the internet is now. It is free and available for everyone to use. It is not controlled by any supreme power, if you would, or businesses controlling it. However, if net neutrality goes away, which it is in line to go away, that therefore large corporations will be able to guide and control what is accessible and to whom it can be accessible to. Now, though these large corporations are saying, no, this is not going to happen, the writing is on the wall. They're talking about definitely controlling information and how it will be streamed and being available to everyone. In other words, there'll be two types of internet. One for the fast, people pay lots of money to get the good data, and the other ones who pay for a slow data on the internet. We need to bring it back, folks. So if you're not sure what net neutrality is, I want to give you a warning out there. Definitely learn about it, Google it, ask someone, contact me, look at some of the articles I've written on blogs regarding it, and make sure you are up on net neutrality because it will affect us all and how information is flowing, free flowing of free information. In the news regarding drone hobbyists, there's been new regulations now that drone hobbyists do not have to register their drones anymore. There's going to be new sanctions and regulations behind that, but currently you don't have to register your drone with the FAA currently. Also, in the global ransomware threats that affected over 150 countries last week, it was a very, very strong cyber attack that affected everyone, one of the biggest ones that happened, but it turns out that the code that the hackers were using were weak. It was a weak code, and it had some vulnerabilities within their code. And if it would have been as threatened, it could have caused more damage. But because the hackers weren't as sophisticated, the cybersecurity researchers were able to control and get a handle on it. However, folks, we must still be vigilant and be aware. Through cybersecurity awareness education, again, is the best way for us to do this. If you'd like to find out more information, a way to get a hold of me, you could text my name, Mac, M-A-C-K, text the word Mac to the number 444-999. That's Mac to 444-999, and we'll be able to send you information on our upcoming workshops and training. That's what we have available for you online. We will have our workshop set up at a company called New Horizons Learning Center here in Las Vegas. You'll be able to take advantage of this great course called Cybersecurity Awareness Training for your employees within the organization, where you'll be able to understand your vulnerabilities in your company and how to protect them from identity thieves. As far as apps, let's talk about one of the cool apps I would like to think about for your smart device. When you have your smart device like this or a laptop, tablet you're using, you should have antivirus software on your smart device. It's very, very important to have some sort of extra layer of protection, because your smart device, folks, is nothing more than a little version of your computer, your desktop, your laptop at work. If you have malware or damages or something compromised on your smart device, and then you bring it into work or connect it to your laptop or desktop at work, you can possibly compromise your whole corporate network. So it's very important that you have particular apps. So some of the apps I recommend would be having good antivirus software on your particular smart device, such as McAfee or Symantec. You can find these software programs on the iTunes Store or the Android Store as well. Also, a VPN. Make sure a virtual private network. Okay, VPN. What is VPN? VPN gives you an extra layer of security on your smart device when you're using Wi-Fi. For example, you're in a coffee shop or a hotel, Or you're over a friend's place and you're using their Wi-Fi. You happen to have the password to get online. Now you have access to the internet. However, folks, there are cyber thieves that are out there that would love to be able to watch you enter your code, websites you visit, your user ID and your password. If they can record those 3 pieces of data, your website, your username and your password, they can log back in after you have left the site and create all kinds of nefarious activities within your name. So it's very important that you have a VPN on your smart device. So those of you may ask, I've gotten a couple emails that say, well, Mac, we have antivirus software, isn't that the same? Antivirus software protects your device from malware that's on your machine, or maybe viruses you may get on your computer. However, if you're on a network that's shared by other people, access that network, all the hackers are doing is just watching. It's called spoofing. They're just sniffing, watching what you're doing, what your user ID is, what your password is, and sites you're visiting. And once they do that, they can acquire that information. That's why it's very, very important to do that. So remember the 2 things, folks. 1, antivirus software on your smartphone and your tablets. 2, have a VPN software set up on your smartphone or tablet. Very, very, very important to have that set up. You should also do backups, folks, of your data. Can you imagine what it would be like if you lost your phone? It's happened to me a couple of times, lost your phone. We depend on our phones for so much information activities. There are phone numbers that we don't even remember anymore, but we know the name of the person that we're trying to contact. If you lost this information, how long could you be down without your phone? Something to think about. How long could you be down without a phone? Well, it's very, very important you have backups. A lot of people think that AT&T, Verizon, or their service provider will provide this backup for them automatically. And that's not necessarily the case, folks. You need to be able to have access to this backup. In other words, you need to know how to restore your data to your phone once it is lost. There are several different apps that are out there that allow you to do this. Definitely take a look at the ones that are available and make sure that you have them set up on your smart device, on your phone, to do this. Because if you ever lose your phone, you want to be able to recover all the information on your phone. For example, what about your photos? Oh yes, those of you that like to take lots of selfies. Do you have them backed up? There's a program called Dropbox that I use, and lots of folks use Dropbox for their desktops to store data, documents, and have a virtual hard drive in the cloud for your information and data, right? You can also use Dropbox on your smart device to store your pictures. In other words, once your phone, your smart device, takes a photo, that photo could then be stored in the Dropbox, which means in the cloud. So if something were to happen to your phone and you lose it, all your photos and valuable information is still stored in the cloud for you. That's something to think about. Okay, so Dropbox is one of them. Another program is Evernote, called Evernote. Folks, Evernote, it's a great program. We're living in a society right now where we're looking to go paperless. And the way to do that is to use your phone as a scanner. You click it, scan a document, and then have that document stored in the cloud. Evernote is a great place to have it stored. Then later on, or sometime in the future, if you need to have access to that data, you can just type in a text search for information within that document, and bam, it shows up on your smart device or your desktop. Evernote, check it out, evernote.com. Great program to have. So those are just some of the tools that I recommend you should use with your smart device or your laptop to give you the extra layer of protection of your data, folks. So that's very, very important, protecting our data. To find out more about these and other options you can have to protect your data, you can contact me at macjacksonjr.com or give my office a call at 702-868-0808. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV, or send me a tweet or follow me on Twitter as well. All this information is available to you. Our company is there to help train your organizations and provide additional information for your employees and for you on cybersecurity. Again, sign up for our workshop. It's upcoming. It's going to happen really soon here. You'll be one of the first to do that. Folks, with lots more to cover for you, we'll be right back here on Technology Review after these important messages.